Hello everybody, welcome to our fabulous new collection for Fleurs. These are our roses, so we've got 3 different roses. This one is the beautiful English rose. It is stunning. Now this is what we're going to be able to make, and the special thing about this one is this centre here. So we've got a lot going on in this. There's an awful lot of petals to actually build this one up, but once you actually see the principle of how it works, it is fabulous. So that is the rose that we're going to be making. We will need, all of these are the actual petals, so this is what the die cuts out. For this particular rose, we're going to need 12 of the largest, 6 of this one, which is the next one down. We need 10 of the next one down, okay? So maybe this is 1, 2 and 3. I'm not sure how it's numbered on the packaging. We need 10 of this one, but you do get 4 dies. So that's what you're seeing on here. You're getting 2 dies for this, 2 dies for this, 3. So when you actually fold your paper up, you'll fold it into 4, but I'll come to that in a second. We need 10 of this one, 5 of this one. We've got the calyx, and then we've got these extra lovely little dies here that can be any little flower that you want it to be, or it can actually create a tiny, tiny little bud. Okay, so we're concentrating on actually building the actual flower. So they're all the actual pieces that you're going to need. And in my box, in Blue Peter fashion, I'll bring this in, is what we're actually going to be working with. So I've already gone ahead and cut all of my pieces out ready to work, and I've laid them out in order. Okay, so you're going to need, and this is the order that you will actually need to work with. I've already made some of the centers. So you're going to need a smallest one, then the next one. So we need number 1, 2 and 3, then back to number 2, and then a number 3. So all these 5 petals here create this lovely centerpiece here. Now, to make sure that we get this lovely cup effect, we need to know how to lay the dies onto the crepe paper. So first of all, we're going to be using crepe paper, which is just a beautiful medium. So this is new to our Fleurs brand. There's a lot of paper on the roll, so we're getting quite a lot here. It's 180% stretch, okay? So there's an awful lot of give in this as well. Now, if you are struggling working with this and it keeps rolling up, you can actually iron it, okay? No steam, and don't iron across the stretch. Iron, just press it gently along the grain that way. The grain is running top to bottom, so it's the shortest piece of the actual crepe paper. Okay, and the dies have been designed that we can actually fold it into 4. So we're going to cut 4 lots of layers or 4 lots of petals each size in one go. So that's going to really speed up the process when we're making the flowers. So to fold it into half, like so, but don't stretch on it, okay? So we're going to be gentle with this, and then fold it in half again. So that is then the 4, okay? Now for this particular one, we have, this is the main die. So if I then flip this over so it's facing the right way, you have to work with the grain of the die. So the tip of the petal, the base of the petal runs in the same direction as the die, okay? So you can pop this on here. We have all our extra little pieces as well. Now, when I arrange them, I make sure that I get the most out of my crepe paper. So I'll pop one that way and then flip that round and pop that way. It doesn't matter whether it's upside down or not, as long as we're working with that grain. That's the important thing to remember, is work with the grain with the actual petal. Once you've gone ahead and cut all of those out, which I gave you the numbers that you're going to need with the board at the beginning, we're going to end up with a little collection like so. So I've already made some of the centres, like I say. So we're going to start with the centre, and then we're going to build through and how to shape them as well. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to lay these in a row like so, because these are going to be stuck together with wet glue. Okay, so they're my 5. I need 5 and 5 centres. So you're going to need all of these 5 times, okay? So while we're going to work with this, first of all, is the centres, we don't need to put any stretch on this. We're literally going to fold them in half like so. And we're going to do that with every petal. Okay, just fold it in half, even these. And as you can see, some of them I've inked, some of them have been really light on the inking, and some of them I've not put any ink on at all. And I've done that for a reason, and I'll show you on the others momentarily, because it adds to the centre, it not all being one colour. So let me show you that in the centre of here. Can you see some of them have been inked and some have been left? So that adds that different definition to the centre. Can you see the colour change on that? Like so. And so you can see why we need all of those petals, because there's a lot going on in the middle of this flower. So now what I'm going to do, I'll get a little bit of plastic, and now I'm going to use my wet glue. Okay, pop a little bit of wet glue down here, get my tweezers, start with the smallest petal folded. Okay, I'm going to get my next petal ready, put a little bit on, or just pull it through, stack that in the middle on that fold and give it a squeeze and hold them together. Then I'm going to go, so that's petal number 1 and number 2. So on this one, we're going to go with number 3, and we're working with each one to the top of the petal here. Okay, I'm going to give it a squeeze where that glue is. So we're going back to petal number 2. Again, working to the top of the petal here. Give it a squeeze where the glue is. And then back to that third size in the fold where we've creased it, and give it a squeeze like so. Again, always working to the top of the petal. So now we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need a wire. So I'm going to take a wire and some hot glue, and the centre here, I'm going to pop a little bit of hot glue in the middle. Nestle that wire in the centre and close it around, okay? While I'm pinching that on the wire, I'm going to get hold of it and just gently give it a twist away from me. Just be very gentle at this point. Can you see we've added that curve? So we're going to do that to all of them. So we're having the open edge at the top. I'm going to hold on to the petal and just give it a little bit of a gentle twist. Don't go mad with it, we're just putting a curve. Again, for that one, a little bit of a gentle twist. We're just adding a little curve. So we do that with all 5 pieces, and that then eventually will make our centre. What we're going to do now is stack 2 of these together. So on that straight edge, with the curves going the same direction, we're going to glue those 2 together. Okay, so we've got a spine and the curves are going the same way. So same thing again, on that straight edge where the curve is, I'm going to lay it on the straight edge, a little bit of glue, slide that one onto there. That gives me now 2 of these. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just make sure, just round that off a little bit. And we're now going to stick, I'm going to sandwich these like so. So again, we've gone with a straight edge on one of them. And then this one, sandwiches in the middle like this. And then if we give them a little bit of a pinch around the base, like so, and just keep going as we go around. That has now created the centre of that rose, okay? So then, moving on to our next pieces, we have the ones that are like little hearts. So on these ones that aren't a heart, all I've done is ink the edge, pulled to create a cup, taking my little cocktail stick and put a little bit of a curl on that edge, okay? So we've done that with all of the next size, but then the largest one, the large size, we're going to pull and make a little cup. So you can see how much stretch we've got on these. These are really big petals now. But on this one, we're going to go to the right, pinch that petal on the cocktail stick and curl it one way to the V, slide the cocktail stick out, go to the left, pinch again, rotate and slide that cocktail stick out, and then give it a little pinch. And that creates that beautiful, it even looks just like a rose petal on its own, like so. So that's what we're going to do with all of these. So again, we're going to give it a little stretch to create that cup. We don't stretch this edge and we don't stretch the top edge. Curl on that side, curl on that side, a little pinch. So again, we've give it a little stretch, made that cup on the right and on the left, because we're creating this lovely little point. Like so. And I've already gone ahead and already done these ones here. So again, make that little stretch, right, left, right, oops. And it doesn't matter if you get a crumpled one like that, it actually adds to the effect. So we've got all our petals ready to go now. So now we're going to start building. So the next size that we've got for this, like so. So if you remember, we go back on to our tea rose, our English rose. We've got 6 of these, and that's what I've done. I've got all 6. So the rest of these all make this centre. Okay, so all of these and these all make this beautiful centre. The rest of the rose is 6 of these and 12 of these. So now again, I'm not adding glue all the way. I'm not gluing all the way along this edge, and I'm only gluing in the centre. So let's go back to using my tweezers. Okay, pop that on there. Glue that in place. I'm just going to straighten that edge up. So again, 1/3 of the way right in the middle, and then overlap. 1/3 of the way down, right in the middle, overlap. That's one of the reasons that's a really good that we have, that we only glue in the middle, is that we can actually pull that round. Can you see how beautiful that is now? So these extra 2, I'm going to check my flower, and I want 1 there, and I want 1 on this side. Like so. And I'm just going to give that a little pinch. So now with all the other petals that we've made, remember we've shaped them and made those little V's. It's just a case of 1/3 of the way. I use my tweezers, and I'm now going to place the V in the centre of everywhere that I've got a centre, where I've got 2 petals overlapping. Like so. And again, we're still only working to the middle of the flower when we're gluing, and we're just going to keep working our way around. Okay, so wherever I know that I've got 2 overlapping, I'm going to overlap the next one. So if I have a little look at that, I can see that I want a petal here, so I need 1 in the middle. Again, only glue in the centre, like so. So rotate again, and every time you then put the next one on, it's an overlap. Okay, rotate again. We can put 1 here, and then I'm going to check my flower. Let's have a little look. Look how beautiful that is, really coming along beautifully. So I'm going to put 1 at this side. So I'm looking where my petals are, 1/3 of the way down, like so. Don't these look just stunning? And I think the crepe paper for this particular flower is just beautiful. We've got some stunning colourways as well. We've got a neutrals, a brights, and a like a pastel. So can you imagine doing somebody's wedding bouquet or your buttonholes and using the crepe paper to build on this? Wouldn't that just look incredible? And then again, remember when we glue in, it's in the centre, third of the way and just to the V. And then finally, I'm just going to have a little look. I'm going to pop that one just there like so. Isn't that just fabulous? So again, as we've done with the others, you can either put these sepals or the calyxes on or leave them off. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to just wrap my wire, first of all, with my tape. To do that, I stretch it. Can you see it changes colour a little bit? That then allows the glue, the wax, to actually be sticky. So I've popped some on. I'll just push that up to the top. And then just at an angle, just wrap that stem wire. And then for the actual calyx for this one, I'm going to curl it upwards, slide that on the stem. And before I push it all the way up, a little bit of glue. And then I'm going to use my tweezers to keep my fingers out the way. Okay, just hold it in place. Now this one, I'm going to curl them downwards. Okay, but when I put it on, you'll see the difference. So I'm going to flip that over and pop that on that way, like so. A little bit of glue up to the edge. And there we have our beautiful English rose. Aren't they stunning? So that is the complete one for that.
If you want to see more from Highlight Crafts, make sure you click the like button, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, and click the bell icon to receive notifications of all of our future content. You can also click here to see our latest video, or click here to see more videos like this one.